So today I want to talk about subconscious suicide. I'm not sure if that's a phrase that's already used or a medical term or whatever it might be. I'm gonna look it up afterwards. But I think that's something that I made up like a couple years ago, and I'm just gonna break down what that is. So conscious suicide is having the thoughts, everyone's, I'm sure, has been down that road. It's having those thoughts of not wanting to be here anymore, having those thoughts of wanting to harm yourself for whatever reason that might be. But I think that a lot of us are walking around with subconscious suicidal thoughts, and we're not aware of them because obviously they're not conscious thoughts. And what does subconscious suicide looks like? I feel like it's examples of not valuing your life. So when you see someone and they're like driving 50 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour through town in a 25, and they're, running the red lights, and they're not wearing a seatbelt, and they're acting all crazy, and they think they're being cool, they think they're being wild, but if they get into a minor accident at that speed, they'll probably go flying out the window. I feel like that's subconscious suicide. It's consciously, I feel like I'm cool and stuff, but subconsciously, it's like I'm trying to harm myself. Because if you valued your life and you didn't want harm to happen, you would wear your seatbelt, or you wouldn't drive that way. Not saying you gotta drive like a granny to value yourself, but like, you know what I mean. Using other examples, when you see someone constantly harming themselves, whether it be like through drinking or any type of abuse of products, you might see someone who looks happy on the outside, but they're frequently abusing something. Or they're frequently putting themselves in situations that cause harm. I feel like that's a subconscious suicide, where it's like, why are you behaving that way? Why are you acting like that? Why are you treating yourself like that? Why are you drinking that much? Everybody here had one drink and you had 10, and you brought a bottle for yourself. It's like, what's going on? It might be happy looking on the outside, but it could be the subconscious. And again, that's where the shadow work comes in. You got to get to the root of what is making you feel that way. What is the cause behind these actions? There's cause and effect for everything. That's one of the Hermetic principles. Cause and effect. For every action there's a reaction. What is causing me to do this? What is causing me to feel this way? Where does this come from? I promise, once you're open to the answer and ready and mentally prepared to go through the healing process, it may be difficult, but it is something that gets easier afterwards, and you will find the answers to any of your questions. So yeah, I might have to go back and add some more to this, but kind of just want to end it right there. Subconscious suicide, being unaware of the thoughts that are happening on the inside that are influencing your actions, because your subconscious is what you need to program to get your life to go the way you want it to. So if you're subconsciously programmed to harm yourself, or subconsciously, you just don't want to, you're having these thoughts of self-harm, or you're unsatisfied with your life, or you're depressed, subconsciously you're unaware, you might be subconsciously on the suicidal path, where you're just doing destructive behavior after destructive behavior after destructive behavior, and it's only a matter of time. And these behaviors show themselves in different ways. That's why I use the seatbelt example, but there's many other examples of just like, why are you doing that? Or why are you not putting more value in your life? Or is everything all right at home? There's a lot of things. Everything might appear cool, and then you realize, like, you ain't left the house in the last 6 months, or you gained, like, weight, or you lost dramatic amount of weight, gained or lost, and you wasn't aware it was happening. You're kind of like fast forwarding through life, kind of like that movie Click, and you're unaware what's happening, but these things are happening. So just something to think about. Peace and blessings to anyone watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.